setting up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. There, I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they jump on top.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On to attempt the try. Dropping back. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
First down for this offense. On the ground, it's Pacheco. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Slings it downfield. And the ball is picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. On first down, here comes this offense. That's reeled in, it's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
snowed under by the defense.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
How in the world did the offense retain possession? And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Running the red zone. It's Pacheco. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going for it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. He looks that one in nicely. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find...
Pulls it in on the right. Slithers into space. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got a man. It's Warren. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Topper!
Great decision-making by the quarterback on that option play. The defense did a nice job taking away the pitch man, so no reason to panic. Quarterback reads it, puts his foot in the ground, and goes and scores.
Looking for the 2-point try. The give to the fullback. Knocked down for the tackle.
And how about it? They had a 2-point conversion, try to sneak the big fella up the middle, and the defense was ready for him. No push on the offensive line. He had nowhere to go. Nice stop by the defense.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Makes the catch. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Murphy. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Trying to power it in. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure,
he's loose. Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 7.
Oh, it's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They're going to run it. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll do it himself. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. On that play-action fake, The action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And when it's third and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
The Trojans will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking for an open area to his left. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 40.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
It's a one-possession game in the fourth. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Murphy. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that.
A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the bad news is you didn't come away with a touchdown there, but the good news is you didn't turn it over. You're in field goal range here. You have the opportunity in the fourth quarter to now take the lead.
Running for it on fourth down. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Gonna run it. It's Pacheco. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Fires downfield. And he's thrown another interception. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to